Okay, we're rolling.
Alrighty, we are back with another Monday's podcast. As usual, you have Bert, the Fluff, and Mystery Man. And I kind of forgot to elect somebody last round, so you know that's my bad.
Elect somebody last round.
That's like a tradition between us two. Ain't
we just forget.
He doesn't forget. That's the one. No. I say actually it's his fault because he never reminds us.
He tried reminding me last time, but I was like, all right, well.
No. I tried reminding you last time. I was like, no.
But that time I was like, all right, we are out of here. He stopped it. So I mean, really, theoretically, it's on his fault. You could have said something or interrupted me, be like, hey.
We're just trying to find any excuse to not freaking anyway.
Alrighty, so,
maybe I'm doing it on purpose. Who knows?
How dare you?
Okay.
Anyway, so as I said, forgot to elect a new host. So
Elections.
today, our host is going to be
Mystery Man.
And from the sounds of it, he's already got our topic all picked out. So, take it away. Tell them what we're going to be talking about today.
Alright, anyway, I have a pretty interesting one for us today.
Do you want to redo that or no?
It's a razor.
Creepypastas. No, I'm not.
No, we're not going to do that.
Nope, we're going to keep
For those
going.
of you who don't actually know what a creepypasta is, it is a basic, it's an internet horror story that could or could not actually be real, depending on whether or not you believe in it or not. And I actually got a really interesting one to kick us off with.
Hitler never existed.
No, jeez.
That's not...
Trust me, I wish that was a thing that we could talk about. Anyway, no. We all know what Disney World is. We all know where it is. I don't doubt any of you have heard of Room Zero.
No.
Well, first of all, this story starts off with a lifeguard. The lifeguard was working a normal shift in the what's that water park? Whatever. They were going
Disney Springs.
Yeah, Disney Springs.
Aqua.
I was just total guess.
No. That's California.
Aqualand.
No. Whatever. We'll freaking figure it out later.
Isn't that like that island?
Anyway, he was doing his normal post. But when he noticed that on the cameras, one of the kids didn't come out. So he sent down one of the kids to, push him out. And then he sent down another. Those two came out. He didn't. And then he came out after the second kid finally came out. He nearly drowned. He nearly drowned, though. But then he was mumbling like a faceless, black, stuff like that. It was weird. And then there was something... And then there was... There was the story about how we all know that there's the utilidors, that underground section of tunnels that connects all around the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, the staff.
So that way we don't have a Western Woody in Futurama.
That started with Woody.
I love how you took my... Anyway, so we all know that there's that, but did you know there's actually more than that? There's actually... Have you heard of Club 22? It is a exclusive club that is, oh my god, the membership is expensive. It's like $100,000 a month. So
Who can afford that?
The super rich, they buy everything. But there's not just that.
Including our government.
That in many other parts of the park are known as dark zones, which are places where the more unsavory things go, like drugs... And I think we all already know. Sex. Lots of it.
Lots of things.
Oh, yeah!
So...
I was like, this was just a janitor who was talking about his experiences with it and how it was weird that this stuff actually existed. Like, you know how... one of the fictional chimneys... one of the fictional chimneys in one of the fictional cottages in Magic Kingdom... that has smoke coming out of it, that's from the incinerator that gets rid of a bunch of the stuff in one of those dark rooms. It's disgusting. Yeah, so you're basically breathing in the literal definition of sin every time you walk around Magic Kingdom.
Delicious.
And now we actually come to what is known as Room Zero. Basically, this construction worker noticed that on one of the blueprints, there was like a big section of rectangular area that said, "Do not dig." And when he actually went to go there, it was just this cement room with nothing in it.
Definitely.
So he went around asking employees about what the heck this was about. He even asked his supervisor. He didn't know. No one did until they met Ida. Ida said, "Room 0." She knew what that room was. It was a bomb shelter that was designed by Disney because we all knew that the 1980s and the 1960s were a terrifying time with the threat of a bomb attack. So they made that bomb shelter for at least the entire population of guests to stay in, just in case of emergency. Well, one day...
That would have been one hell of a room.
Oh no, trust me. It actually had a bunch of stuff. That room actually had a bunch of stuff in it. Because... Okay, I back up a little bit. Because he wasn't in room 0, that flat concrete area. He was on top of it. After the incident. So one day, Ida was basically walking around the park as normal when the bomb sirens went off. And so everyone was making their way down to room 0. They all put on like gas masks, and we all know the story. You should know the stories about how back then they had like gas masks with the characters' faces on them to make them more appealing for kids. I'm putting that in quotes.
Yeah.
Because that is definitely terrifying to wear. So they put on the gas mask.
Hey there, little boy.
And it was silence
Do you
for a
want
while.
a treat with Mickey? Huh?
The last thing you want to see is a gas mask Mickey.
Do you
In 1980.
Yeah.
Do you want to look like
Yeah,
Mickey?
but-
Put this special mask on.
And then that's where things went downhill. Everybody was like, "Gee, you stepped on my foot," and all out chaos broke out in that room. And then silence. Ida was lucky enough to make it out alive. So when she came back down into that room, there was this creepy voice that said, "Will you mind shutting the door, darling? You're letting out all the cold." And she shut it up, never went down there since. Disney, of course, being Disney, they just like covering up shit. They literally
just like covering up shit.
Oh, they took the cover up literal with this and cemented the entire thing. That's what he was on top of. It was a creepy freaking subject.
Shit.
But to be fair, these days we don't even know we can't even know if that's a real thing, because if it even was a real thing, people would never know, because
Too many things are cemented.
it's all cement. It's at least 6 inches deep concrete between that padding that he says not to dig on top of and room 0.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a very long rant about one of the 2 things that I actually want to talk about. Anyway, say we pass it on to you.
Me?
Yep, you, Fluff. Let's see what you got. I know you're gonna have a ton of stories to talk about.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. So there was kind of like a news thing. Happened a little while ago, early 2000s. So apparently, the state we live in, there is something like the Slenderman's forest.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, this is on the news. It was decently covered, but, like, in the news and shit. But, so there's this little group of girls and shit. Girls, women, whatever the fuck. There's...
Shouties.
Shouties.
Yeah, shouties.
Shouty like a melody.
So, there's this little group. I think it's about 5 people. It's like... Yeah, I think it's just before they hit the that national forest up north. But just before they hit that shit. But there's there's like 4 or 5 people, all women, and they all go into this forest. I don't know too much about this, but they all go to this forest. And only 2 of them come out.
I was gonna say, how many of them actually made
only
it out
2 of them
alive?
come out. And it was, I think only 2 of them came out. And they they got interviewed and asked why, because apparently they killed the other ones.
They killed the other 3?
Yeah. And apparently, Slenderman told them to.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Oh yeah, that's great. And that's
I could tell.
that's only like
All I'm gonna say is that it's gonna hold up well in court. They're going straight to fucking
This
jail. Is
is-
where they're going.
I think late 19 or early 2000. So this was
so
pretty
the-
recent.
Oh, so it's not recent, but it's recent.
Yeah, quote unquote recent.
Okay, I get it. And yep.
So some of you may or may not know about the Clown Hotel. It's basically this random hotel that's out in the middle of nowhere, and like
Isn't it like Vegas?
Yeah.
Like it's like
Near
it's
Vegas.
somewhere in Nevada, yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's built like if you walk out into this place's backyard, there's a cemetery, and like theories have shown that this place is actually like haunted, and there are spirits that roam the graveyard, and the spirits that roam the graveyard can also leave the graveyard and go into the hotel, which is really creepy. And on top of it, there's just a bunch of random junk out there. Like there's like several old abandoned semi-trailers out there for no reason, literally no reason at all. There is a literal, like, in the lobby, this place is loaded with clown, like,
Memorabilia and shit.
yeah, memorabilia. Like, I mean, it is loaded. And some of those artifacts that are in it are, like, I wouldn't call them artifacts.
It's like for some of you people who don't know what he's talking about, look up a picture of the Clown Motel lobby and you'll see what he means.
It'll literally pop up the first thing. A bunch of videos on it.
Yeah, watch a video on it. It is creepy. Every single one it's just like ghost touch the equipment, triggers from it. Like, I mean, black light shows weird stains on beds and things.
Blacklight, REM pod, EMF reader.
Yeah, everything goes
Spirit
off.
box.
Yes,
Everything that could go off went
goes off.
It's terrifying.
The cat balls I find especially weird.
Yeah, the cat balls.
Because
Like,
you literally have to tap those in order for
No.
them to go off.
no, you don't even just tap them. You have to physically like
Be touching
move
them.
You have to like move them a lot for the dang sensor to go off. It is
Yeah.
weird.
And then they can just go off without even touching.
Mm-hmm.
Without any movement. Like,
Yeah.
They can just go off. That's
Oh, it
crazy.
is so.
Oh, and then it's spirit boxes when you're talking with spirits, and then some of them says,
Hey, one.
like when you hear a dark voice, it says, "Get out! I know."
That is the point where you say, "This shit, I'm out." That is it.
No, I would be like, "Okay, yes, sir." Bye.
I wonder what would happen if someone tried the Estes method there.
What? I've heard of the.
So it's where
where you have these headphones, and you kind of you
Oh,
have
yeah,
these
you're-
headphones
you're
and they're playing
blindfolded.
like static, and they're insanely loud, and you have your like eyes closed and everything, and
Oh,
you're just
yeah.
kind
your
of
eyes are not closed, blindfolded.
yeah, you're just
blindfolded.
literally blind, and you're just kind of
You're listening to
just
just
listening
static.
in, and sometimes like rocking like. You just kind of get put into a trance just in there, and you kind of say what they're saying.
Some of the shit I've
Through
seen
it?
with the Estes method with some people, it is so fucked.
And you can't hear what anybody else is saying, but all you're doing is listening and hearing what they say. And there's shit I have heard and about that, and heard of what people have been hearing. Oh god.
Okay, so you guys know the YouTuber Guava Juice?
Yes, I
Yes.
haven't watched them in who knows how long.
Alright, so I mean, I really haven't watched him in a while either, but in 2 of his videos, he's been possessed.
Yeah.
There was one where they were doing the alligator, dentist at,
Oh, shit,
at
yeah.
3 a.m., and it somehow, he ended up on the balcony somehow. They, took it out on his balcony of his studio, and then he, got chucked, it got broke, and then he goes to pick it up, and next thing you know, he's possessed, and he so he runs downstairs, he's full blown sprint, and he Like nobody goes down the stairs as fast. Like I mean, this man is like boom. Like you see him go down the first 2 flights and then nothing.
He's gliding
I
down
have
the
something
stairs.
similar
It's
to
just-
And
This-
yeah, but anyway, his cameraman continues down the stairs and finds him back in the studio where they first started the video, just basically in a trance.
I have a story just like that, but this isn't my story that I'm gonna go with. But I have something just like that. So this guy went to this really haunted hotel in Japan, and and a mother and her daughter died there because their father killed them. It was a very fucked up thing. Anyway, he stayed in that room for a week, and on the 6th day, he wakes up in the middle of the night, looks at the camera, starts just sitting in the corner, looks like he's crying next to the freaking closet where those bodies were stored after they were killed. And then he went back to sleep. He reviews the footage next morning. He had no recollection of that event. He was still asleep. It was fucking terrifying. No, to make matters even worse, when he was sitting next to the freaking closet door, the door was open. You could see like a shadowy head in the corner of that door. It was really creepy. Anyway, that wasn't my story. That was just my example. This story goes off a bit more. Goes off kind of the paranormal side and goes to the more just strange side. So, who knows what Universal Studios is?
Yep.
Yes.
Never been there.
I've
but
been
want
there
to.
actually.
Have you all seen Back to the Future?
Oh,
Absolutely.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
See,
then,
also-
then you should know that there was a Back to the Future ride at Universal.
Yes.
Of course, it closed down in like 1996, I think.
Which was sad, yeah.
But while it was open, there was this strange glitch that would happen, like when the DeLorean is supposed to take off. It would say a bunch of random freaking code jarble, and between it would say time is broken, with the I in time replaced with a 1 and the E in broken replaced with a 3. And then after that, people would just be getting nonstop bad luck for as long as they could remember. Forever since they could ride that ride. So one guy did this intentionally trying to get that error message to pop up. He tried for months until the last day when he tried to do it. He's like, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to give up. It actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And for 4 weeks, everything that could go wrong went wrong. He was let out of his job for some reason. His car was completely freaking totaled in an accident. And his decade-old dog died in his sleep. So when he went back to the ride to get some answers, there was this creepy-looking figure with a metal face shield, like to here, like up to his nose. Sorry, up to like where a mustache would be on this guy.
Yeah.
He was looking at him creepily, and when he went to turn and look back, he was gone. So he went back into the ride, went back into the queue, but the queue seemed infinite. He didn't seem like he was getting anywhere. Like, time was, like, fluctuating around him. It was weird. Until he finally came to, like, this freaking steel door with the same figure standing next to it. And then he was saying... And then as he was like, who are you and what is going on here? He said, you have been entangled. He's like,
Entangled in time, yeah.
He's like, how do I fix it? Step through here. You may lose part of yourself, but there is no other way. And then he gestures to the door, and when he finally goes into the door, it's weird. It is a bunch of events from his past, present, and future simultaneously shown, but not just his present future. Other versions of himself's present and future. So when he's finally looking around, he finally sees his timeline. Faded, but still there. So with enough, like, emphasis, he reaches out for it, and he finally moves towards it. And then once he's done, he's back at the entrance of the ride, somehow. But that's not the creepy part. The creepy part is that, of course, his life went back to normal after that. But then the creepy part is that on the same ride in Japan where it was still available. One of the employees got the message, but then they saw him on the screen yelling as if he was trying to escape. It was really fucking weird. But remind you what that creepy dude said at the door. You've been entangled. You may lose part of yourself, but there is no other way. So I don't know if how somehow he ripped a certain part of himself from his timeline. And now he's trapped in wherever that ride is taking him. But the ride here in the U.S. was shut down, so they'll never know.
Who knows? Okay.
That's why it's such a creepy thing to think about.
What else is really creepy to think about?
What?
Things that are abandoned.
Oh shit.
It's my dream to go inside of like an abandoned building or something.
Did you know behind Mount Rushmore there's actually a little room that actually was supposed to hold the I think it was the Declaration of Independence.
No, I think it was the Articles of Confederation.
That one, yeah, the Articles. It was supposed to be like a little library, but it was canceled after something.
Why?
I don't know, but it was after Mount Rushmore was built. They dug a hole into the back of Mount Rushmore, which is an enclosed area where nobody can
is
get.
allowed, otherwise it's trespassing.
Yeah.
To be fair, that would be kind of stupid to try and climb that shit anyway.
Yeah, check me out. I'm hanging out on Abraham Lincoln's nose. No disrespect to Abraham Lincoln, though. He was an excellent president. I just had to make a little clip.
Yeah, that was funny, though. Anyway, you were saying...
No disrespect, by all means.
You don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay. So yeah, but there's that little room behind the Mount Rushmore that is a little weird, but there's a little backstory on it. I don't really know much about it.
So is that your story? Or
no, that was just a little
tidbit. I got you.
Little tidbit.
So, another one. So we're gonna.
This man is thinking,
Yeah, I am thinking real.
Okay, to be fair, it was kind of easy for me because I literally watch a creep guy that does creepypastas on a daily basis.
True,
so it's kind of easy for me.
So, we're gonna go... have you seen the, go on Disney a little bit, but the abandoned Disney Island?
Discovery Island, yes.
It's actually still on the map. But, so Discovery Island.
To me, it's still there. You can't get rid of a whole island.
Yeah, but it's still there. There's still photos on it, too. And shit.
Photos, animals, most of the structural integrity is there, but structural stuff is still there. It's freaking damaged heavily after years because of neglectments, failure to upkeep, and natural disasters,
Hurricanos.
So,
and it's like highly illegal to even go over there.
And yet we've seen people that literally submit freaking videos from that island.
Yeah. So the Discovery Island. There's like a little game about it, but Discovery Island, it was a kind of like a animal kind of
nature preserve,
and it had pool and stuff like that, shit like that.
River country.
Yeah, river country.
That was part of it.
That was part of it. Yep. So Discovery Island, I think the reason why it closed down was because I know the water got contaminated, and everything started dying.
Well, no, that's also they also probably shut down due to animal abuse from staff. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, and that probably comes in the water contamination.
Mm-hmm. And
it was just getting too bad for even the yes, they started getting health concerns
That's
from.
and which probably led to its shutdown in 1999.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's cool if it can come back.
Yeah, but I can tell you why
Right,
that's
probably.
probably never going to come back because everyone associated with hauntings.
Yeah.
But I actually know of a freaking group that seems much stranger from that island. So a group of 5 people went out to that island,
Yeah.
and they found the animal hospital.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So it was fine everything was fine until they came to a room that seemed to have a shelf in front of it. So one of the guys was a complete freaking butthead and decided that, maybe this freaking bookcase isn't here for a reason and I'm gonna freaking move it. So he did. He opened it, and they came to the office of Dr. What's his freaking name? I can't remember. I can't remember what his name was, but
let's call it Doctor Who.
yeah, we're getting to the office of Doctor Who.
Okay.
And so it was very weird. It was, of course, mainly a bunch of animals, but the stuff that they found was very strange. Animal mutations, genetic restructuring of some of the animals. It was good, which, of course, genetics is a thing.
Yeah.
We all know that. But then came to a photo and a file sitting on his desk. There was a photo of a family taking a picture in front of Cinderella's castle, and in that file was labeled the Hendersons, which everyone assumes to this day is that photo of that family. The second they viewed that file, though, came a banging from a trap door that was blocked. So guess what the meathead friend decides to do? He decides to open a trap door. And down there is a containment facility, which seems fine. Creepy, but fine. Until they found one that was broken. Actually, no, they were all broken, but that's when they got there.
Fine enough. Yeah.
Until something reached out to the meathead friend and freaking dragged him in there. And oh my god, and then ambushed the other 3. Because the Hendersons were a 4-person family. They inhumanely experimented on them. It was fucking creepy. And so, needless to say that of the 5 friends that made it, only 2 made it back alive. Him and the narrator and his wife actually made it back alive. The other guys, yeah, they didn't make it.
Shit.
So let's just say that there might be one reason that island is shut down.
Yeah, they steal families.
That is.
They steal families and animals.
Yeah. Also, need I remind you, this was in the '60s the '60s was when the Cold War started, right? So this was probably some kind of modification warfare, genetic experimentation going on here.
Shit, yeah.
Could have been, anyway. Anyway, your turn.
Alright. So my next one is probably gonna be on. I'm gonna do one on Clinton Road, another one that actually exists. I actually want to travel down said road.
I do not.
I do. So
You are
apparently-
tempting fate, you know that?
What?
I said, you are tempting fate, you know that. I don't go anywhere that is deliberately haunted, that everyone assumes is deliberately haunted. I will not go near.
Oh, it is. There's phantom trucks that go down this road. There are different spots around the road that you can stop by, and there are actual spirits. Like there's a bridge that a girl jumped off of down like a 100-foot cliff and died, and now that bridge is haunted. There's another smaller bridge where a little boy drowned in a creek that runs underneath of it. There's one single house on this road. That house is said to be a witch house.
I'm guessing that no one lives there.
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
There are some times that you
A
drive
witch.
by that house, lights are on.
But there's no car.
No car, no garage.
Okay,
like,
so
this,
no,
this
so
is
nobody
creepy.
does. So
Somebody
nobody
could still
does
live
live
in
there.
it.
Somebody easily could. Like, I mean, I
Could, but honestly, would
Throughout
you
the
want to
videos-
live in a The alleged ghost house.
Throughout the videos that I've seen on Clinton Road and on that house, out of all the times that I've watched people drive by that house, there have been different lights on every single time. Never a car. Never.
Oh yeah, sure. I just want to pick up a freaking hitchhiking ghost on the side of the road. No.
Oh no. Oh, there is actually a hitchhiking one on that road too.
Shut up. Okay.
Yeah, man in a dress coat and a fedora will appear on the side of the road. Thumbs up. If you give him a lift, you can see him in your back seat for another 3 or 4 miles. But then by the time you get to the end of the road,
gone.
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
that is so...
The phantom truckers, they just appear out of nowhere. You could be driving along, no headlights in your rearview mirror, and then you can look back in your rearview mirror again, still nothing, until, boom, the brightest headlights that you've ever seen, just right in your rear.
And he's gone.
And the shape of a big truck. And you'll pull, obviously they'll be right in your butt, but you'll pull over, nothing will go past.
They'll still be behind you.
That is...
They'll get back on the road driving for another 2 miles. Yep, right back behind you again.
Right
It's
on your ass.
That is
weird.
Weird. Anyway, I'm just going to put out this fun fact. You know that ghosts actually are able to be tangible in a court of law? It actually is possible. Well, it's supposed to be, because there's a very famous New York case where this guy sued a landowner because he didn't tell him that the property was haunted, and everyone knew it was haunted. And guess what? He won. He won because everyone knew it was haunted, and he deliberately told him that he deliberately didn't tell him that it was haunted. So he sued him
Over a ghost.
would you be pissed
Over
if your
the
freaking
pit.
house was actually known by everyone in the freaking neighborhood to be haunted?
It would depend. I guess it would depend on the situation and if the ghost has good or bad intent. If I wake up one morning and my dog's dead because it was barking at the ghost, I'm gonna be like, "Oh hell no!"
I'm out of here, bitch.
No, I'm gonna call up that landlord and be like, "Hey, this place is haunted. My dog just died. You're getting sued, buddy."
So this is kind of rolling into the new podcast, Paranormal Encounters.
Ooh.
Or Midnight Encounters.
Your
Midnight Encounters.
yes,
not
like
Paranormal.
your new
This is
freaking
Midnight
podcast.
Encounters. Yep. So the new podcast, one of them, the third one in the little group, Midnight Encounters, crazy. Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy shit.
And-
Crazy shit. Yep. Okay. So, you guys done with your little thing?
I think I got one more.
Okay. I got one. I got one last one because we're at like 32.
You
Okay.
got any more?
I don't think. I know. There's definitely a few.
Don't worry, you'll get time because we got other things. To
Hey,
talk
we
about.
just continue this. It's all
Yeah.
good.
So
Okay.
one of you guys can go now. I'll think.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, because we're gonna continue in this little circle.
But it was my turn. He just went. So it's my turn.
You just went.
No, I didn't. I just put a fun fact out there.
I
didn't
thought
say
that
it was my turn.
because
Wait.
this one, and it went count. It went count.
No, it went this way. Because I started with you, right?
Oh shit.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Anyway, what the
Question
freak
or
was
shit.
I gonna do now? Because I can't remember because someone distracted me. Okay, what the was I gonna say?
The redhead is.
Ooh! Oh yeah, here we go.
Risky.
Okay, so this was a...
Spit out a 5-foot flame out of his head.
Shut up. Anyway, so we all know that recently a certain cartoon character is now up for grabs because the copyright expired.
Wheelboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie,
Steamboat.
close enough.
Close enough.
Anyway,
Wheelboat Willie.
so this kid and his friend, whose parents were big Disney corporation people who, like the big higher ups, they had a bunch of memorabilia and a safe with a original copy of Steamboat Willie. Original And when I say original, I mean original. Like, what we have now is way more innocent than it was. Like, so... And to be fair, it was so old, they had it on, like, an old film reel. But, of course, the friend, being an idiot, decided, hey, let's watch this thing. They said that I would when I'm older. My parents said they would when I'm older anyway. I'm just going to do it now. So they popped it in the projector. It starts off normally. And right midway through it, a creepy freaking picture of a Mickey Mouse in a sailor hat costume appeared on this. Sorry. No. Sorry. The entire freaking house blacked out.
Okay.
That, which is creepy enough.
Power.
And so the friend decides, she's like, okay, dude, I don't think I should have seen this. I'm gonna go home. He's like, okay, I'll take care of the reel. You just freaking go home. And on his way home, he's walking, and he finds a Polaroid photo of a Mickey in a sailor outfit. He hears a creepy giggle behind him. Looks back, and he's there. But then once he throws the freaking photo down, starts backing away, and then he books it. The Mickey doesn't move. It doesn't move. It's just freaking staring at me. Oh, trust me, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. So he runs all the way back home, and he's asking if his parents are home. He's asking if everything is fine. He goes to the living room. The TV is blasting the episode of Steamboat Willie. Everyone's sitting there, motionless. He goes to look at them. Their mouths are smiling like this. Black. Eyes are black. Their eyes are also dripping, whatever that is, black. Their mouths are dripping black. They didn't...
Like black kind of ink kind of thing.
Kind of. Yeah. Oof.
Black river water.
Yuck. Okay, that's even worse than the ink. I'm not even gonna lie. That's worse than the ink.
It's Steamboat Willie! Hello!
Anyway. He just freaking just sits there. And they finally awake. But for some reason, they don't know what's going on. Their freaking faces are black. Their eyes aren't black anymore, but everything else is black. They still have the black running down their face, the back of their mouth, and they're so confused. They wake up like they were from a trance. And to this day, he's freaking mortified of what he saw. And that's basically where it ends. He literally didn't know what else to do after that. Dude, it was so fucked. To be fair, if I'd actually seen... I think if I could pull it... I think I can actually pull up the photograph of the Mickey that he found. But I can't pull up...
So, continuing... Okay.
From you. I'll keep looking.
So, I have a little thing. I don't know what the specific name is, but there's in other ways, it's like the baby bridge. Yeah. So, if you go out at 3 a.m., go to this one bridge. So, you go to this one bridge, or you're trying to drive past it, your vehicle will
There's the Polaroid.
not want to...
There's the Polaroid.
Send me that.
Send you the... What? No!
Send me it. Okay, so your vehicle will start to putter and... Yeah, so your vehicle start to putter and start to not work.
Oh, you mean worse than yours already does?
Well, mine's still working, though. Mine's still working.
Okay, Mr. Misfire, and your exhaust when it's idling, so it's like...
Because I'm a misfire. But yeah, so, with that, so you pull over like you would normally do if you just so happen to have a problem with your car. Right there. Just king of problems right here.
You're king of problem. I don't want to hear it.
That's what I said I'm the king of problems.
No, I was about to say, I don't know about that one. His problems just been pretty
Oh, you want to be the king of problems?
No, I don't.
We're gonna crown you with the problems. Crown you with
Fucking
car
dick.
problems.
I would.
That's why I was gonna crown
That's
myself.
the creepy photo.
Okay, so yeah, so this is this baby bridge shit. So you end up pulling over, and luckily enough, you pull over by this goddamn bridge.
Delicious.
What
So-
about the bridge?
So with this bridge, there's one way to actually notice something. You'll start hearing shit. Yes, like normal shit like that. You start hearing shit, and one of the things that you could do, put baby powder all over your vehicle, your trunk, your hood, and shit like that. If you walk, I think 10 steps into one direction, and you just kind of you look away. You count to 10. You come back. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning. You come back. There is baby handprints and feet prints on your windows, on like near your license plate where your rear bumper is, on your rear bumper, all over your trunk, sometimes on your doors, just everywhere. It's just like, God damn.
I don't want to be doing none of that.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think you want to be attacked by little babies.
Mm-hmm.
You're bad enough with babies. I'm just kidding.
How dare you? I passed the health crap
I did too.
So
with a
did I.
92%.
Yeah.
So did I.
I passed
I passed to
mine.
100.
Well, I also snapped its neck at like 3 a.m. So.
I did not.
I always made sure that that's the one thing I wouldn't do. Break its freaking neck.
It went off literally at like 3:10 in the morning, and I am just dead.
I missed once.
I didn't sleep that
And it
whole
was-
night.
That
Because
whole
I was
weekend.
because I was afraid of the freaking baby going off, and wouldn't you know, it always did. So I freaking never caught a wink that night.
Okay, so I missed one. It was at like 1:30 in the morning, and I tried everything. So I just ended up I'm just like, fuck it.
Let
I
him
just
cry it
covered
out.
up the microphone, not the
Speaker?
microphone, but the speaker.
The speaker in its
The speaker in its stomach, I just covered it up.
And
Just
it
like,
worked?
just shut up.
And
And then
it worked?
it turned off after like 5 minutes. But I'm like, God damn. It's like, man.
Ain't gonna want to do with you right now.
To be fair, some of us, that's how life works. Some of us will get an easy baby, others will get a fussy baby.
I did it with
Did you get a fussy baby?
Kinda.
me.
I mean, I think I got like the average baby because it literally didn't bother me much during the day. It only just bugged me at night for some reason.
Mine
like,
literally
what the fuck?
mine literally stopped after like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Also, you wanna know how I anticipated it? I literally put the freaking car seat right there at the foot of my bed because I didn't want to freaking get up, go all the way to the end of my freaking room just to pick it up.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's smart. But however, if I was at the foot of my bed, it'd end up on the floor.
But I actually stepped on its face and somehow did not and somehow
You
it did
what?
not detect that I kicked it with the face. Okay, so it was one of them in the morning shit, the morning cries. So I picked my foot over and boom, my heel just bam straight in the
Boom! Right in the face. Anyway,
Nothing happened.
Anyway, you done with yours?
Yeah.
Alright, final one. Let's do you.
All right.
Finale.
So my next one I'm gonna do is called the Bye Bye Man.
Oh no, not
Is
the
this-
bye-bye man.
For a second, I was like, "Is this bullshit?"
I mean, it kind of is. It's based off a movie, but anyway. So there is
Oh,
a way.
really?
Yeah. So there is a way to. I told you this.
Not all of it. You didn't tell me it was
Siren
based on a movie.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Open your ears.
Yo, he.
And open your ears. Anyway, open your ears. Anyway,
Okay.
so, I really wouldn't say the legend. I guess I could. I mean, basically, there's a way to summon this being. But basically, what happens is like he will like. He's very highly detailed, very realistic. I mean, he looks like a man, probably like 6'3", I would say about. He's pretty tall. He wears a dark hat, no face, dark like trench coat, and he is like he follows you around so how normal ghosts have like that phase or like I don't know mist I guess around him. He's very solidified, very.
Solid.
He's very
The
solid.
bitch
Like
is solid.
he looks very three dimensional. Like he's not like a creepy shadow or like a light fadey phasey like
Fuzzy bitch.
specter or anything like that. He's full blown like looks 3D things like that. Looks like you could touch him, but don't. He is very dangerous. At first he seems harmless. He'll just kind of follow you around. You know, you look back, you'll see him. Then you look back again. He'll be at a different spot or gone or whatever. He'll slowly get more violent. He will do small crimes such as drawing on the walls, carving his name into like upholstery or things like that, and then he will proceed to harm or hurt either you or someone you love or someone you're close to, something like that, and then he will just go on a flat-out killing spree and kill whoever you love, and then basically the only way to stop him is to say his name 3 times.
I actually have one more. So I'm gonna. I got. Will this be our last one?
Sure.
Okay, so this is gonna be our last one. We're already at like 45 minutes. So this is a little bit about the Hat Man. If you guys have heard of the Hat Man.
The hat.
Anybody?
A little
The
bit.
Hat Man.
I've heard of him a bit, but not
I
much.
think Guava Juice did end up doing a video on him. I don't remember it much.
Okay, so the Hat Man, he is a blacked out, like humanoid figure,
Kind of like the Bye-Bye Man.
but he has a older, like maybe like a top hat kind of thing. So
Yeah, but does he actually have a face?
no, all you can see is a black, like human
like a
figure
black humanoid figure.
with a hat, with a black hat,
What is he?
everything blacked out.
So he is a bit more hazy than what he describes.
So, I got this little thing. I've heard it a little while ago. So, this one person, she lives, I think, with one of this is 2 people. 2 people upstairs and downstairs. So, one of them, they both live, they both sleep upstairs. They live downstairs, kind of like how it normally is.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have a staircase. Their kitchen is right after the staircase. And then So, one night, they bought this house, and it's paranormal. Yeah.
Ooh.
They didn't know, but they're struggling with money, and it's too good to be true house. And they're struggling with money, so they just had to buy
No wonder
something.
they got the house so cheap.
Yeah, so they just had to buy some. They had to buy someplace. So there's this. So one night when they finish setting up and everything, they go there. One of them actually goes upstairs to go to bed. Other one, okay, I'll be up there a little bit. So while one of them was about to go up the stairs, or 5-10 feet away from the stairs, there's this black figure. They walk downstairs. They normally walk downstairs. And you don't talk to it, but it walks downstairs. And it walks around the stairs to the kitchen. And then disappears. This person follows them from the stairs to the kitchen and just disappears.
Okay, that is...
They're like, oh, okay, maybe my eyes are just messed with my ass. So they go upstairs, go do whatever they do, and then next day,
same thing happens again.
same thing happens. But all that happens is that, so this person, they have I think they have a daughter. They have a daughter. So so in the process, okay, Hat Man comes down the stairs, and she watches the same thing And then there's another day. This is consistent. Hatman comes downstairs. She says, hello. She says, hello. Hatman, he says hello. Okay, so it's just, okay, maybe it's just ninth grade. So the Hatman does his normal round, so go downstairs, go to the kitchen and shit. The next day, she tried to talk to him more, but to stop that, so the Hatman literally was like, the Hatman was literally like, I think he called out the daughter's name, and I think it said like 5 days or something.
Oy.
5 days, and then the daughter's name. And then just stop. The Hatman literally just stopped there. Did not continue. I think he was at the bottom, around the stairs, the bottom stairs. Just stopped there. And just kind of waited until she moved out of the way, and then he continued on his little thing. And then the next day, Hatman wasn't on the stairs.
I'm guessing that was the same for the next 3 days.
And then the
fifth day,
so-
something happened.
So the next day, Hatman wasn't on the stairs. He was on the top of the stairs.
Oy.
And then, with that, because the daughter's room, Hatman walks to the daughter's room
That.
and disappears.
Oh.
And then disappears for another day. But on the 5th day,
Yeah, actually.
they were like, no, we're not going to do this. So the daughter got moved to like their grandparents' house for a night or some shit like that. Because we don't trust them. Because this went like too far. It was way more than how I'm describing it. But the Hatman started in the kitchen. Instead of going downstairs, started in the kitchen, went up the stairs. Went to the daughter's room.
Sasha wasn't there.
So I wasn't there. And started to... Because I know, yeah, it was just this one person there. Looks at... It just, like, you can tell that it was just turned around and looked at you.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we're like, fuck this, we out of here. So, Hatman just literally, like, fully on, like, sprints towards this person. Because this person's, like, kind of, this person's already freaked out from, the last week.
Hell no.
About this shit.
No.
Hell no. Okay, so then,
Hell no.
this person just kind of, like, literally just flies down the stairs running because they're like, nah, bitch.
I mean, no shit, would you? I would.
And literally just kind of ran out of the house. I'm like, and literally was like, fuck this, no. I'm not dealing with this shit. And then drives, like, leaves in her car.
Don't tell me he followed her.
Hatman, when she looks in her rearview mirror, he's standing in the middle of the road.
Behind her.
Behind her car while it's moving.
Oh, thank God.
Not the Hatman's not. It's literally still moving with the same speed of the car. So the exact speed of the car. So if the car is going, Hatman is just following with it. But the car is going, like it's cruising.
How in the?
So somehow this Hatman is following without even like any kind of magic or some shit like that. Just she glances off, looks behind her without the rearview mirror. He's gone. She looks back in the rearview mirror. He's fully gone.
Huh, that's good.
That
Looks
we know.
in front of her.
Looks in front of her. He's right in front of the car.
Right in front of the headlights.
So this is like a block. So this is like she only moved. She only made it like a block before she saw him again in the rearview mirror, and then he just disappeared afterwards.
He hasn't seen her since. Seen him since. Okay.
Not at all.
First of all, that is so fucked. And second of all, I hope I never see that house ever. Okay, to be fair, when you see a house that looks really nice and it's very cheap, there's always a freaking catch. And that was just a really, really, really terrible catch.
So how is that store?
It's all part of the fun.
Oh yeah, it's great. Okay.
And I thought my freaking Steamboat Willie story was creepy.
Oh, that one was.
Dude, that
It
was,
was a little
terrible.
creepy.
Okay, that one I'd be like, nope, you. And
I sent you the Polaroid photo.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. And
Dude, I was like, dude, it's terrifying. Look at it.
Okay. Have anything else for today?
Nope.
Remember, host.
Yep. So, for next time, based on the stories, I unfortunately am going to have to pick Boo because he had the better story at the
I
end.
agree. That last story.
That last one actually freaking gave me goosebumps.
But
I was
however,
terrified.
if I were in that situation,
I would have noped out the first second I saw that.
no. So here's what would happen.
If he
would have tried to say my daughter's him, I would have been like, nope, I got a son. Have him pop out the corner of the 12 gauge. Die, bitch. Boom.
I would have tried to do something. I would have grabbed like that heaviest thing I possibly could have and tried smacking it over his head.
Smack that out on the floor. Smack
To be
that.
fair though,
So-
if he actually did show up in the front of your headlights, I'm full force. I'm full force in the
Yeah.
accelerator.
So the thing with Batman,
Yes, I got
you
it.
don't talk to him. He will come after your prized possession.
I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I will kill you.
Yes, that's how it is. It's a like a formal dude, but like
I get it. Oh, trust me, you don't need
We
to
get
explain
it.
it. We get the
Okay.
picture.
Okay. You want to finish it off here?
Anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode. A bit of a long one, this one, don't you think?
Hey, why not?
But hey, I will say that some of the stories we've come up with are actually pretty freaking good, and you should check. And you should listen to them all the way through, unless because like we all know that there's some of you that like to skip ahead to one person, and you should just check us all out. And also, don't forget to check out the local SCP researchers. We're going to be dropping SCP-029, aka the Daughter of Shadows, later
Yeah, later, about the same day this is going to be
about the same
posted.
day this goes off. And also don't forget to check out Fluff's only new solo podcast,
Midnight Encounters.
Midnight Encounters. And with that, we will see you guys on the next one.